Hey guys, how y'all doing? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to all those around the world. Welcome back to another Pokemon Unite video featuring your boy Gengar. Today we're going to be diving into a master's guide when it comes to this Pokemon, what emblems we're going to be using, what build setups we're taking, and all that sort of thing. Now, when it comes to Gengar, we all know I play a lot of this Pokemon, and I enjoy Gengar. He's my favorite Pokemon in the game to play, hands down. But what builds am I generally running on this Pokemon as of late? We'll go ahead and show you. This is my typical build setup when it comes to Gengar: Shell Bell, Choice Specs, and Wise Glasses. For every build variant is always these items when it comes to my Gengar. Now you can trade out Shell Bell if you don't like this item for a defensive item, and which would be Focus Band. That's it. That is the necessary items when it comes to this Pokemon. Now, when it comes to build choices, they vary. I have two different setups here, and we're talking about emblems. And when it comes to emblems with Gengar, this might surprise you just a bit on how I play this Pokemon. Gengar, I run pure special attack. We're sitting at 22.2 special attack out of the gate, not counting items right away. We minus defenses, we minus attack, we minus HP, and crit rate. We go pure green, pure purple. This is the best setup when it comes to Gengar. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Gengar is already super squishy. When it comes to defense stats and HP, you pretty much don't last no matter what you do or what you think about when it comes to Gengar. He's a piece of paper, guys. It is what it is. Good Gengar players, you get yourself in these team fights, you pick out the squishy targets, and you get out. That's what it is. Hands down, I have not seen a better Gengar player or a good Gengar player in any of my games for a very long time. I know that they have to exist out there somewhere, but 9 out of 10, either Gengar is not played, or when he's on the enemy team, he's pretty bad, to be fair. But overall, if you guys want to perform well when it comes to this Pokemon, raw damage is all you need, because your job as an assassin is to get in there, weed out the squishy targets, and get out of the team fight. Get your picks, move on. You're not going to last in these team fights. You're not Tyranitar, you're not Snorlax, you're not Dragonite, you're not in here for the long run. You're in here to get these targets killed and then move on with your day. Now, this build setup here is specifically for Dream Eater and Shadow Ball. You can also run this with Hex and Sludge Bomb. Just be mindful, Hex and Sludge Bomb, it doesn't do as much burst damage potential as Shadow Ball Dream Eater. It's not as safe as Shadow Ball Dream Eater, but Hex Sludge Bomb still does a ridiculous amount of damage. Just gotta be careful of crowd control. Now, if you don't like this build setup just because of that, you can go ahead and swap this one over to this setup here if you're running Hex and Sludge Bomb. This one gives you a little bit more HP and some defensive stats and movement speed. It allows you to stay alive just a little bit longer. This is where you can swap over Shell Bell to Focus Band if you would like to. This helps you out inside of these team fights, opposed of the other one, which is all raw damage. Either way, we're gonna dive into these games. Hopefully you guys enjoy them. We're gonna be doing one game with me letting you guys know what's going on, commentary, all that sort of thing. And then the next game following that will not be commentary. It'll just be raw Gengar dominance. Let's get into it. Smash the like button for more Gengar content. Let's go. All right, guys, here we go. We're going to dive into game number 1 here. Today, again, we're playing Gengar in the jungle because he's not focused anywhere else other than jungle. I feel like Gengar in lane can kind of hurt yourself. Like, you hurt your team. You don't do yourself justice by putting him in any other position other than jungle right now. Even with this new map, Gengar snowballs heavily as long as he's able to get that experience. As long as he's able to pick up Bees or Swablues and or a couple kills in the bot lane or top lane as you do that gank, you snowball the game entirely. And sometimes it's literally just yourself. Like, you going for that first gank literally sets up your team 9 out of 10. And this is super consistent when it comes to Gengar. I'm normally, like I said, every time these Swablues are spawning, I'm always down either top or bot lane to get this experience for my team or in myself. I'm looking to get double kills, looking to get single kills and get back to my jungle as quickly as I possibly can. And today we're playing with Dream Eater and Shadow Ball, in case you guys didn't notice. This is my bread and butter, like it has always been since day one when it comes to me and my Gengar content. I think this build is more consistent, especially for me. I think anybody and their brother can pick up, Hex and Sludge Bomb, 9 out of 10. But I feel like you don't necessarily learn good mechanics overall with that build setup here, because you literally just hit Sludge Bomb, you dive in and smash Hex as much as you can before you get killed, right? I don't think that's learning good game knowledge, good game sense, or any of that sort of thing. I think that's the easy way out, me personally. I feel like Shadow Ball and Dream Eater, You have to land your skill shots. You have to whittle down your targets. Meaning you got to poke before you go to those engages. You have to know how much damage you do on each engage with this combination. There's a whole lot to this build setup opposed to the other one. The other one is, more simplified. When I was sitting here, we were looking for this Greninja. I knew he was coming down because the next rotation 4 Swablues were coming up. He didn't head top lane, in which he hasn't shown himself in a while, so I figured he's gonna get on bot side. So we're gonna be sitting down here, putting a big old tent, getting free experience because this lane is already so far ahead. Level 7, almost level 7 Pikachu as well. There's really not much they can do down here. We already broke the goal before the 3rd beast spawn, before the first objective comes up. That's huge. Also, no matter solo queue, team play, it doesn't matter. You need to be focusing on your rotations, on your jungle farm, and or getting experience as much as you possibly can with your team. If you notice, in any of the games that I do play, I try to give my team experience half the time because as a jungler, here's the thing. You get the most experience. Your jungle is normally uncontested unless the enemy team wants to try to contest you, which is kind of silly, especially considering you're playing Gengar and you already do, like I said, a ridiculous amount of damage once you get ahead. So with them coming in your jungle trying to contest your farm, if you get those kills, you just snowball a lot more. So what I like to do is try to give my team a little bit of farm when it comes to the middle, which is the bees. So I don't like to take all of the bees. I like to give, like I said, my teammates experience as well to get them caught up or catch them up or what have you. When it comes to these objectives, it doesn't matter what Pokemon you're playing, whether it's Gengar, Ninetales, or Memo, what have you. Regieleki right now is just super good. And we're talking about this guy right here, though, the new Rotom, for instance. You want to be focusing more so as a jungler in that top side to get that objective. This is why you have to make sure you're getting farm. Make sure you try to put bot lane behind. That way they can't really do much for this objective. It's poor Greninja, bro. Like that's just knowing how much damage I can do in a combination. I just chilled. I didn't hit the eject button. I didn't panic. We just set up the combination with a Shadow Ball Dream Eater auto attack combination. He was just dead. Easy peasy. Greninja, or not Greninja, Zeraora, forget about it. Like what are you gonna do? Once Gengar gets ahead in a game, you just snowball completely. And this has nothing to do with playing Hex or Sludge Bomb. Like I said, Hex and Sludge Bomb is pretty simplified. It's very straightforward. You either snowball or you don't. Or the enemy team has a very, very heavy, how you say, like tankiness or bulkiness, and they have a lot of crowd control that can shut you down, which can be a problem in solo queue. But if you can play Dream Eater or Shadow Ball, solo queue team play doesn't matter. It's more consistent at the end of the day. It really is. I felt bad for them too because we're level 13 opposed to this enemy team. We're doing so much better than them right now. This poor Gardevoir. I think we see her. Yeah, we see her. We're gonna catch her though, because she's gonna come back for this objective in the top side, and she get caught for it. Dead, easy peasy. Poor Serena. I had to eject out of there just in case. I didn't know who else was gonna show up, and I know that she had a Unite move, and she might have been looking to get me. Unfortunate for her, but it is what it is. We should be able to get this Regieleki here too for free. Zeraora down there popping off on bot lane somehow, shape, or form. I don't understand. Considering Pikachu and our Zeraora both have Unite moves, they just let them have the goal and just died for free. So I don't get that. But we get to this top side, we get this free objective up here as well. Hopefully this can help us snowball this game a lot more than what it already is. Yeah, we're gonna push it. Oof. Man, endgame Gengar with this build setup, I'm trying to tell you guys, you're hitting about 3200s with your combination of Dream Eater. Just one Dream Eater is landing about 3200 damage on most squishy targets. And we're not stacking special attacks. I feel like a lot of players, I'm probably gonna get killed here. Yeah, I'm dead here. A lot of players like to tell me, or just overall in general, that special attack classes are the way to play Gengar. It's not, guys. It's really not. You're just sacrificing way too much, and you're learning bad game mechanics at the end of the day. Because I get it. There are Pokemon like Lucario, Zeraora, Serena, Machamp. There are Pokemon who are very, very good at stacking items. You know, like Trevenant as well. Gengar is not one of them. Because you have to walk to the goal and then walk back without being interrupted, without being killed. And at the end of the day, the only thing you have is a eject button and or a hex over a wall, to be fair. You don't have that get out potential once you get that stack. And I feel like you risking your life or risking the KO just to get a couple points of raw damage when you can just snowball the game with Wise Glasses and Choice Specs and Shell Bell and do just fine. Because at the end of the day, you're going to scale, right? No matter what item set you're running, but you're going to scale. If you take an item in which you have to stack to get a lot more damage, and then you have a bad game, what happens? You don't get value out of that item, right? You don't get value out of it. So if you take something else and you can be more consistent, you will always be useful. This poor Greninja, bro. 2,000 damage right there. That's just a Shadow Ball, guys. One hit. That's already like half life. Just one tap. And Dream Meter is just going to finish him off anyhow. That's like 3k by itself. This poor Serena, bro. All her life right there. And now she just gets one shot. Bye. See you later. We'll take the double kill here too as well. Nice job, team. Well played. I'm ready to get popped off by this Greninja here. We'll see. But overall, I am still having fun with Pokemon Unite. I'm waiting for Scizor to come out. I'm very excited to play him. But right now, the only Pokemon I actually enjoy is Gengar. And when I look at like doing content for this game, honestly, the only thing I just want to play is Gengar. But I got to put out content for other Pokemon as well, because, you know, being a content creator and all that sort of thing. But if it was up to me, the only thing I would play is just Gengar, guys. That's it. But overall, this has been Pawseplays. Make sure you guys smash that like button. Don't go anywhere. We're going to dive into game probably number 1, or number 2, and number 3. Maybe just number 2. But this one will not be commentary here. We will just be letting you guys see the game mechanics when it comes to Gengar. Raw gameplay. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Of me dominating, as usual, when it comes to this Pokemon. Shout out to my boys here. We got Fish and Oat in the squad. Doing really, really good. We got 15 kills this game. Let's see if we can double that.
be calling me, calling me. They'll be calling me royalty. Best to give me loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, calling me. They'll be calling me royalty. They'll be calling me royalty.
Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys learned something here when it comes to Gengar, tips and tricks and what have you. If not, you got more questions, at me down in the comment section, or message me in the Discord or what have you. I'm always available to be talk to answer questions as much as I possibly can. But this is my best build when it comes to Gengar. This is what I've always used since we've gotten these new medals, and or before these new medals. This is my go-to build setup. Again, this has been Pawseplays. Make sure you guys smash the like button for more Gengar content. I will catch you guys in the very next episode. Stay safe out there. See y'all later.